Good evening, everyone. This is your unofficial, I'm going to give you two welcomes tonight, but this is your unofficial welcome to Christmas in the City. We're glad that you are here. Merry Christmas. We're glad that you made it for the pre-show. This is a first for us. Well, actually, we have two firsts for us this year. First time we've ever done 2 weekends, and first time we've ever done, actually it's three firsts. First time we've ever done a weekend with just shows only, and the weather decided to get involved on that. But then it's also first time we've ever had a pre-show, and boy, we did not warm up into it. We hit the ground running with this guy right here. This guy behind me, you may or may not have seen him if you've ever been at the beach to the Carolina Opry, or if you've seen him many other places. He goes all around doing shows everywhere. His name is Rocky Fretz, and I want to tell you about the first time that I saw Rocky Fretz was many years ago when I was at the beach myself, and my parents said to me, "Hey, we're going to take you to the Carolina Opry. We want you to see that show." I said, "Mom, Dad, I'm not going to sit. There's no way I'm going to sit and listen to country music for 2.5 hours. And they said, no, it's not just country. It's way more than that. Besides, we'll pay for the ticket." I was like, sold, I'm in. So I went, and I'm telling you, it was way more than I expected. And especially when this dude right here came out and began to play the piano, my mouth just dropped, and I was in awe. And back then, that was when he was doing cartwheels and somersaults off of pianos. Imagine that. And so I was just like, wow. And the first time I saw him, it just took my breath away. And for many, many years after that, I went just to see him. It was worth it. You guys are in store for a great treat tonight. We are glad to have him. I'm glad that God crossed our paths together and that he's been able to be a part of our cast. It's been a blessing both last weekend and this one, and you are in store for a treat, not only for the next some 27 to 30 minutes, but also throughout the night. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome to the stage my friend and yours, Rocky Fretz.
Bless your heart. Thank you, Mark. Merry Christmas. Awesome. It is so good to be with you. Like Mark said, my name's Rocky, and I do play a lot of piano. I do. How are y'all over there? Y'all good? Good. You look good. Yeah. I can't see a thing with the lights in my eyes, but I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Oh, it's really, really good to be here. These shows have been so fun, and just such a great blessing. I'm just going to jump right in. One of my favorite things about Christmas time is the Snoopy and Charlie Brown Christmas special and all the music that goes with it, right? So check it out. He's hugging Woodstock. I just thought, oh man, that is too sweet. That is too sweet. So anyway, yeah, I actually carried a Snoopy lunchbox well into like junior high school. We'll leave that alone. But anyhow, I want to play my version of Christmas Time is Here to get started. Let's try that. Thank you. Christmas time is here. Awesome. Hang on a second. 1 second. There we go. That's better. Awesome. Okay. So, in that same kind of theme, I got to thinking one year. You remember this little thing right here? Right? Everybody knows that from Charlie Brown. Okay. So what I got to thinking was, what if we took the left hand for there, and instead of this melody line, right, for Christmas, why not try and put the left hand Charlie Brown and the right hand Little Drummer Boy? And so that's what I did. I call it Snoopy Meets the Little Drummer Boy. What do you think? Awesome. Thank you so much. That's fun. I like Snoopy. So, not only am I a performer, piano player, get around and play a lot of piano, I love to compose music. I'm a songwriter and a mostly instrumental music composer, and I've written a bunch of songs and made a lot of CDs. I have 9 CDs so far. I'm in the middle of the 10th one, and it should be soon to be released in the spring. I'm almost done with it. One more trip to Vermont will take care of it. And 3 of my CDs are Christmas CDs, and one isn't released anymore, but 2 of them are still out there. And my favorite one is called Christmas Morning, and it's just me and the piano, kind of like what we're doing here. And I wrote a piece for that record. That's what the title cut is, called Christmas Morning. And I just tried to capture a little bit of that joy on Christmas morning when you're a kid and you come around the corner or down the stairs and, you know, you see your presents or whatever. And just the whole, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful time. And it's very difficult to, Christmas songs, there's a lot of them and we're used to hearing them. And it's difficult to write. I found it difficult to write something pretty, but I'll give it a try. And I want to try it out on y'all and see if you like it. It's called Christmas Morning. Christmas morning. Thank you. Awesome. My little song. Speaking of Christmas gifts, let's talk a minute about favorite Christmas gifts. Holler out and tell me, think back in your childhood and when you was a little kid and you got a Christmas gift that you really love and you're thinking about it right now, just holler out and tell me what it is. I'm sorry? I'm sorry, let me get this thing out of my ear. That'll help. Hey, hang on a second. Okay, now try again. Video, like a video game player, like a PlayStation or one of those things. Oh, awesome. Keep them coming. Barbies. Get lots of Barbies for answers. What else? Bicycles, huh? Roller skates. That's a beautiful one. I love that one. That one is getting less play the older I get. I don't know what that is about. I'm not sure why. But I'm going to tell you the number one. I've asked this question thousands of times, literally thousands of times. And the number one answer that gets the most every time is easy bake oven. Isn't that funny? Isn't it? Let me tell you about mine. 52 years ago, I was celebrating my 8th Christmas. And the year or so before that, maybe a year and a half, we were living in this little town in Arkansas. And I lived across the street from my cousin Beverly. And Beverly played the piano. She took piano lessons. And for that whole 12 or 18 months, I would go over across the street and watch her play her piano and work on her lessons. And when she got done, I would climb up there on the bench and try to remember what I heard and figure out what she was playing and play it. And so Santa Claus and my folks figured out that I liked the piano a lot. Let me put this back in. And so sure enough, that 8th Christmas, I wake up early like you do and came down around the corner. When I turned the corner, there was this huge, huge, huge upright piano. I mean, it was so tall. And it was one of those ones with all the beautiful scroll work on the front wood right here, like if this was the keys, right? You're facing it. And not only had Santa managed to sneak it in the house, he had antiqued it bright red with gold leaf. It was such a beautiful Christmas ornament. It really was. I wish I had it today. But anyway, I climbed up on the bench, and they just couldn't get me down on it. I just played all the time that day. And one of the very first songs that I learned was Good King Wenceslas. Y'all remember him? Wait. Yeah, there it was. Remember that, right? That was one of the first songs I learned. Well, I played it over and over and over and over again. I worked on it all day long. And finally, that evening, Good King Wenceslas. It took me all day long to get that one. Oh, y'all are sweet. Thank you so much. Let's see. Back a long time ago when Carolina Opry first started, that was 1986. And just as a little reference, let's see. I played, I'm guessing somewhere around 6,500 shows with the Carolina Opry. And I've played almost 8,900 times in my life. And I'm shooting for 10,000. So keep me in your prayers. I want to play at least 10,000 times. But way back in 86 and 87, right when the very first Christmas show started, Laura Dean and the fiddle player at the time, and I played this arrangement of one of my favorite Christmas songs. It's called What Child Is This? And I'll never forget it. It was so simple and beautiful, and it was just the two of us. It was a real different thing from beside the whole big, show stuff. We just brought it down to just the two of us, and I think of it often while I'm playing it. So if you'll indulge me, I'd like to try it for you now. What child is this? Y'all good? All good? Good. Glad. I'm glad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I have time for about one more before we get started with the big show, but I just want you to know, and I want to make sure that I tell you enough, how much I love you, and thank you for being here. It's just such a joy to be involved in the show and to be a part of it. The cast is amazing. Everybody does such a beautiful job, and Christ is lifted up in nearly every number, and I just love it. And I just love being here, and I'm going to miss it terribly, and I hope they'll have me back next year as well. But so the last song I'd like to play for you is my freaky version of We Three Kings. I'm just going to play that, and then we'll get started. And so I hope I played something that you enjoyed, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas! Well, we gave it our best shot. Don't go anywhere. Sit back, relax, Merry Christmas, and enjoy the show. There you go.